the following presentation of the National Football League. And now, your defending AFC East champions, Buffalo Bills.
On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. Across from him, his counterpart, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener, so they'll try to make it to 2-0 to start the new year. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete. Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir. And now it's second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
And I can't imagine that week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them, and will show some progress and improvement starting here in week 2.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Daniels. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Back to throw, Hall. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Josh Palmer, the intended target. But now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Coleman, the man in motion left. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Here's Hall. Short throw caught by Bowers. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here is Hall. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there at second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hall to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Hall. As he throws there, incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Motion man is Shakir. Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Coleman, the man in motion left. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To the air, Allen setting up the screen for Cook. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's another Bills first down.
Cook. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
319.
Again, it's Cook. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Allen now on the sneak. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have regained the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First down.
First down. Here's the run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Throwing now is Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
In punt formation.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Hall. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Raider first down.
Hall. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Brown 80.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
319.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Now Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now Allen. That is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Cook is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Hall.
38-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Las Vegas, first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Now it's Hall.
Raider first down.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jack Bech, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
It's a gain of 6.
On play action, Allen. They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And that's going to be incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Ed Oliver. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Daniels. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Daniels. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41.
First down, Raiders.
Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 25-yard
And they'll try to run the option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Ball to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And the Raiders have got him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Allen. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. This is Coleman with the ground. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 48.
They run the counter. Good one. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. To the air. Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Half 85, half 85.
First and 10 at the 25.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Hall. Short throw caught by Bowers. On the gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hall. And he rifles one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there and also a 1st down.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Shakir hauls it in. 3rd and 5.
Shakir. That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and
Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 35.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Cook up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd
Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
4th down.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. And I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play. And the Raider first down.
Up the middle they go. It's Daniels. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop. This is 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. The Bills 45.
Throwing here is Hall. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Daniels. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Christian Benford on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
That's a gain of 4.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. On the handoff, it's Lowdy. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Las Vegas
Hall.
first down.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Second down and 8.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second and 5.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Round 80.
Brings up second.
A give. This is Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now. Allen off the play fake. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Allen now looks to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well. Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Handoff comes to Cook. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35.
33-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Now Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. This is fourth down. To throw is Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10.
Bills first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard
Allen.
line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And now look at him go. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
Allen from the gun on third down. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Tommy Eichenberg on the tackle. A loss of 7.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Under pressure, they got him again. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third.
Looking to throw. Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Daniels. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Raiders, after the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they'll get a few extra days